Right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to your favorite Chess Journal YouTube channel. I hope everyone is doing great. And today we have logged into chess24.com and let's try to look for an opponent. And let's see who we get and what pieces do we get. So how have you guys been doing? Hopefully everyone is doing all right. Okay, we got a game and this opponent abandoned the game last time. Let's play the Saragossa opening. See if they still want to play. Okay, so we got a move and they played knight f6, and here this is just like the Caro-Kann defense in reverse with tempo ahead. So in Caro-Kann defense we play c6 and the d5, and here in Saragossa defense we just stick to the, or Saragossa opening we just stick to the same principle, c3 and then d4. Right, they played d5. We develop this knight. This is an easy opening. You can try it out if you know the Caro-Kann defense. Now here we've got a couple of options. We could go here, attack the bishop, or we could push this pawn here, put ourselves in a pin, but that's gonna also make the way for our light square bishop and quickly castle short. Okay, I'm liking that plan. Let's go for that. Structure is like now kind of like Slav defense in reverse position. I mean in reverse colors. In Slav defense we have this similar position. Sorry for the background noise. There are aeroplanes flying on top of my head. Here what we're gonna do, there's no point in playing passively. We're gonna play aggressively, putting our queen here, putting pressure on this pawn, because that bishop is used to guard this pawn. Now the queen is now guarding this pawn. And so this capture is annoying. Here I told you guys that I'm gonna play aggressively, so why not put the knight here and discombobulate our opponent? Should we do that, or should we do this? Playing aggressively is fine, but first of all we need to develop ourselves, put our king into safety, then we'll come up with a plan to attack, because this is not a bullet game. This is a long play game. I mean like 10 minutes blitz game. So we have to develop our pieces in their optimal squares and then put our king to safety. Then we will come up with some sort of plan. Okay, now we need to come up with a plan. Our dark square bishop is a bad piece. So here, what am I going to do? I'm just going to open up the queen side. Here. Or first here, grab some space. And then here. Okay, yeah, let's play a4 first. So they're also into developing, and from one of our latest videos, or many of our latest videos, you know that this when your opponent has one or some of their pieces in your area of the board, then you should try to get rid of those pieces as soon as possible. This bishop is pesky, so we might want to play this one. Should we do that? Yeah, let's do this now, because if they take, we can take with our knight. So they have pulled their bishop back, and I don't like that move, because from my experience I know that is not a good thing. So let's now play this one, g4, attack their bishop. Now let's capture their light square bishop and look at their king side structure. It's been damaged. Now this pawn is a weakness, so let's quickly target that pawn. So they might play this one, but yeah, that's the best move they've played. So what we're gonna do, we're just simply gonna open up here. First, we change of plans. We wanted to play here in the queen side, but now playing in the center makes a lot of sense, because playing here and then this is a challenge, so they have to react. So let's play e4. So captures and take with the knight. Obviously, we don't want to give up our queen. And what have we achieved? We have achieved a strong center. A queen is attacked. So let's put her in an active square. This one is active, still keeping an eye on this pawn. Maybe our plan is to go here one day. What could be their plan? We have to think as well. They should try to open up here in this area of the board, attack our queen, something like that. So they have stopped our plan, this one. Okay. Now what? This is a tough call. Now what? Should we still play in the center? Put the knight here, and then if they take, we're gonna take this. Are we worried? Okay, let's see. Check. So the knight needs to move somewhere. So it has jumped here, and we have now another check. I've only got 4 minutes 50 seconds. What do we do? Let's attack this knight. So we have to play here something like that. So knight dropped back. Grab this file. I don't want to lose on time. So king h7, what it does, I don't have any idea, but what it does for us. Check. Let's give a check. Okay, block the check here. This is a weakness. Target that one, and also improve our rook. Okay. What else? Let's improve our bishop and defend as well. I mean, develop our bishop and defend. So the good thing is that their knight is pinned. And let's double up. So Saragossa opening so far looks rosy. Let's improve the rook in an active square here and here. Why not grab this pawn? I was just double checking. This check, is that annoying? No, I guess we're just gonna play here. So they want to exchange a pair of rooks, but should we give up this pawn and grab one of their pawn, make a passer? Yeah, I like that idea. Let's give up the pawn. So there. Now we can occupy the 7th rank. Oh boy, they're in a lot of trouble now. Okay, so So if we go there, they have perpetuals. Let's this pawn is defended, so we can put our king in h1. So they do not have any perpetual. I think they need to give up their queen. Oh yeah, like it. So what is our opponent's stats? Gold 45 weight from Germany, Deutschland, and he's an intermediate level player. 1760, plays Blitz here. But that's a free rook. And let's take the queen. Take everything. Why not the knight? Saragossa opening happens to, I mean, we take everything. Happens to be okay, working right for us. I mean, working very good for us. The 35 move, in 35 move, we won a beautiful game. Let's quickly go through the game. So it was a Saragossa opening with c3 on board. You guys can try this opening, provided that you have a little bit of, I mean, some knowledge in the Caro-Kann defense. Otherwise, stick to mainline d4. That is my recommendation. So after c3, they played knight f6. Can we flip the board somehow? Yeah, let's flip. Okay, let's go back. Okay. Imagine that they have played here knight f3, and then you played c6. This is something like that, and then whatever they play, maybe e4, you play d5. That is the Caro-Kann defense. In Caro-Kann defense, we always play c6 and then d5, whatever they play. So that's an easy opening. Don't get me wrong, I mean, easy opening for beginners, but once you're in intermediate level players, you need to know many lines that your opponent might come up with against you. So you should be aware in that case, some knowledge in the opening theory and the traps that they could imply on you. Those knowledge are very crucial. Okay, so back to our game. c3 and then knight f6, d4, as discussed. And d5, and now we played knight f3. Okay, attacking our knight here, but that's defended. We just played e3. This is a very solid structure. h6, I don't know the purpose of that move. And we attack their weakest pawn here, immediately jumping in. If they take here, maybe we would have taken here first, and then their rook would have been in a lot of trouble. So that's why they played here. That's the best move, I guess. Now knight bd2, putting defender on this knight. Now c6, and we developed our bishop d3. Do you guys remember this structure? Yeah, you got it right. If you play the London system, this is almost the similar pattern as the London system, except in London system your bishop is here on this f4 square, but in this case your bishop is here in c1 square. So this opening, this pattern or this structure has got a name. It's called the Colli system. So if you ever have the knowledge of playing with the Colli system, this game, I mean this position, excuse me, this position could be similar to you and would be helpful. Now they played knight bd7, we played castling, e6, and a4. What it does, it grabs a lot of space here. If you are allowed to do that, do that. Bishop d6, development move, and attacking the bishop because that is residing in our area of the board. Get rid of that as soon as possible. They pull the bishop back, and now we asked a question to the bishop again. Also, that's a weakening move in our structure. But this is not a bullet chess game. In bullet games, I generally avoid this one because your opponent might sacrifice one of their pieces on this pawn and come up with a lot of counterplay. But in longer games like this one, like with 10 minutes or with 5 minutes, with some increments in longer games, they shouldn't take, so they had to retreat. And now we take their bishop, ruining their kingside pawn structure, and we pull our bishop, queen back, and this pawn is a weak pawn. We talked about this already. Finding and targeting weakness is actually one of the aims in the game. King f7, defending, only way. Now strike in the center immediately. Whenever you can, just strike in the center. Remember this. So this allows us to strike in the center. If they're not careful, this is a deadly fork. So they had to take. Now we take, and knights are gone. And now we need to remain with our queen in active square. D3 is a very active square for our queen. G5, blocking our, this was our plan. Okay, now since this is abandoned, so we have to come up with another plan. So this is another plan. Here they cashed in, and now their knight is under fire. Knight came here in the middle of the square. Here what we did, we just gave a check first. We always look for checks. So king g8, and now challenged the knight. What are you doing? So they decided to retreat, and here we developed our rook to the open file because they belong to open file. Very simple, as you can see from my, as you can hear from my explanation. We simply follow the method. As bona fide subscribers of Chess Journal, you already know, and if you are new to this channel, please consider subscribing and happily improve your chess ratings. King h7, putting the king in safe zone here. That's what their plan, I guess. Now queen e4, we have a check, so we check first. Now they block the check. That actually also pins their knight. So they're in a way they're actually playing a piece with a piece down. So we put our rook, and they improved their rook, aiming on this pawn. So we developed our bishop to e3 square, making room for our rook and defending this weak pawn. Okay, queen e8, and we doubled up, and king g8, and we penetrate on their 7th rank, and they played here. They're counter-attacking us, but we just grabbed that pawn because our aim is obviously to go there one day. Rook b8, trying to get rid of our rook. No, thank you. We gave up this pawn. This is a very instructive, cool strategy. For the sake of a pawn, if you can grab a rank, yeah, do that. And if that rank happens to be next to their king, so yeah. And now from this point in time, I mean, how are they going to save the game? Because our queen, look at this positioning of our queen. Beautiful, beautiful. And now they have to give up their rook and queen, everything, and in return we take everything, and they are bound to resign. So yeah, that was a cool game. Saragossa opening again proved to be helpful for many of us, I believe. And yeah, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And till the next time, take care of yourself. Bye-bye.